Hello, welcome back. This is Jeff Byers, and I'm your instructor for ANTI 150. And we are moving on to our next module. And in this module, this will be part one of a two-part series where you're going to be creating a low-poly sci-fi weapon. And we will model the low-poly sci-fi weapon by using this reference. And I'll provide that for you. So that's basically it. So you are going to do a low poly model, and then I want you to start UV mapping. Of course, that won't be due this week, but I do want you to start UV mapping so we can start texturing as soon as possible, because that's where some of you get stuck and don't have enough time to finish. So we're going to have you guys do at least half of the model, UV mapping of the model. And then by the time we get into class, we can finish the rest, and then we can go ahead and texture it. We're going to add a little scene to it as well when we render it, light it and render it. So, but this week we're just modeling the low poly and doing about half of the UV mapping. We're going to be using UDIM tiles, and we're going to introduce another tool called the bevel tool, which will allow us to add a lot more detail and definition and creases to the model so it looks more realistic. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this, and a couple other things. Make sure you take the quiz and you reply to the discussion early this week instead of late. So the discussion board is always due. The reply to my discussion post for this module will be due on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, so make sure you get that in. For the quiz, we have a review, so you'll have to review the UV editor, the view bar, terminology, and descriptions. So make sure you have that ready to go when you take the quiz. And then the course assignment, of course, we went through it already, but this is the finished product from our reference. Most of the times when you guys are working in the industry, you're going to be using a reference from either an artist, another artist, the concept artist, or you'll have photos that you have to work by. But it's really rare that you don't have anything to work from, and usually don't model that way, where you just try to make things up as you go along. But references, so we need a reference. So here's the reference. You can right click over it and go to save image if you want to, or I have it in here. And in here, I didn't have a chance to turn it around. It's, all you have to do is bring it into the front view and just rotate it. But if you right click over this, this one's facing the right direction. So save an image as, save it to your desktop, and make sure you put it in your source images folder. And then I have all these videos for you. I know there's a lot, there looks like there's a lot, but I try to keep the videos down to 15 or less minutes. So I know some of my videos go on for a long time. And so I didn't want to do that this time. These are all brand new videos for you guys, so hopefully it will go a lot faster for you. And that's it. And then you need to look at the grading rubric, what I'm going to grade you on. There's no detailing on here yet, but I do expect all the edges to be beveled and following the videos. And then I have turn-in instruction videos on how I want you to light it and render it. And I need screenshots too as well. And I've got everything down here as turning-in examples, so you don't have any questions at all what I'm looking for. So I need a shaded view perspective front, shaded view perspective back, wireframe perspective front, wireframe perspective back, and then I need a perspective front. We're using the sun and sky dome, and then the back view perspective back, and then a side view of it. So good luck. It should be a short week. That's why I want you to do half of the UV mapping. So all right, and those UV maps, you can go ahead and put those in to the screenshots. Just do a screenshot of your UDIM tiles that you have and do about half of them. So count how many pieces there are and do half of those pieces. Shouldn't take long. And then I'm going to go over the rest of it in class. All right. I hope you guys have a great week. Oh yeah, before you ask me, it doesn't matter what parts that you UV map, they just need to be at least half of them. So count them all up and then UV map those. Okay? Divide them by 2 and UV map them. So half, doesn't matter which half you pick. And I will see you guys this coming week. All right. Look forward to it. Have a good week.